We are once again at the Isle of Wight Speedway for National League action as the Wightlink Warriors take on the Eagles of Eastbourne. The Warriors currently mid-table in the National League, and the Eagles currently in third position and gunning for a playoff place. Now the Kent Kings, Birmingham Brummies and Cradley Heathens have all come here and won, and that means that Eastbourne are chasing the pack, and they come here today without their number one, Adam Ellis. However, in his place they brought in Danyon Hume, scored a 15-point maximum for the Birmingham Brummies last night. The Warriors, well, they are still using rider replacement at number one, but James Cockle has been in terrific form and he'll be hoping to get some points here today. Which way will it go? Well, we hope to find out very shortly. Before we do, we'll go pit side, we'll speak to one or two of the riders and then bring you all the action, as always, starting right at the beginning of heat number one. It's the Warriors against the Eagles.
Pre-meeting, we got the promotional duo here of the Dugards, Connor and Martin. Last year you brought the team into the National League. How do you feel it's gone for you in that short space of time?
I've got to say it was a big step for us. We run it independently, no matter what everybody thinks. Oh, Bob's gonna he sort of controls everything. But if we didn't bring Speedway in, me and Connor, then it wouldn't have been back at Eastbourne. So we've had to sort of put our soul into it as it was to get it where it is. And I feel that we probably did a bit too much in the first year. We won everything apart from the league, and now we're playing catch up where people are expecting us to do the same again. And we're second or third in the league at the moment, but it has been quite tough this year. We put ourselves on a pedestal, and unfortunately it's been a tough thing to follow.
And Connor, how do you find it feeling working together?
Surprisingly a lot easier than what it was. I didn't think we'd get on as well as we do. Yeah, no, it does work pretty well. Yeah.
And what's your main role for the club?
Originally I pretty much built the team, and then pretty much overseeing it with Dad, and then this year we decided to make way with the team manager just because purely I was there every week anyway. So yeah, I took over the team managing as well.
Okay, and looking back, Martin, you had a distinguished career on track. Obviously at Eastbourne, spell at Oxford as well, if I remember rightly, back in my youth. How does it feel watching the lads now out on the circuit, growing, improving? How does that feel to you as an ex-rider?
It is frustrating because obviously I've been there, I've seen it, I've done it. Some people can explain things very well. Some people find it very difficult to explain stuff. And what works for one person doesn't always work for another. And I sort of got into the frustration of, I could do that, give me a bike, I'll show you. But then obviously age comes into it when you can't actually do what you think you can. But I've got to say, from what we've done with the riders, that some of them haven't ridden a bike, and like Georgie Wood hadn't ridden a bike until the start of last year, a speedway bike anyway. We've tried to tune them in and tailor them into becoming speedway riders. And sometimes it comes completely natural to us and things work. Sometimes from heat 1 right the way through to heat 15, we fight all the way through it. And it's just all about chasing the setup as it was. What suits George doesn't suit Luke Harris. So we've got a big list at home where we know what the riders do, how it all set up. So yeah, it's been good.
Okay, with your career on the bike as well, you obviously came up with some quite tough characters on track. Can you kind of relate things like that to the young lads?
I always looked at it as if every meeting that I went to, I wanted to do the best I could. And whatever the result was, I was going to get no better, no worse, because I always gave it 100%. But it's very hard for these guys, for me to push them that way. What I forget was Speedway was my whole life. It was my job at the time. And I forget some of these youngsters here today, they also have jobs. They can't afford to get hurt. If their equipment isn't up to scratch, that's because they have to work to maintain the equipment. And in my day, when I rode, Speedway was everything. And Speedway gave me a living to be able to do what the things I needed to do, and everything went back into my equipment. But unfortunately today, it is a National League, and we've got to accept that. Okay,
thank you. And Connor, you've been at a track walk with the lads, yeah? What's your first impressions of the circuit?
Yeah, I'm really impressed actually. Track looks good. It's a lot of the team said that actually looked pretty good. Jake said he's never actually really had a good meeting here, but we're hoping that'll change today. We get some away points.
Okay, thank you both very much for your time, and have a great evening.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
So tonight we got with us 2 new reserve pairings riders. Nathan, how did it go for you last night?
Yeah, it weren't too bad. I went there and done exactly the same as what I've done at every other meeting, you know. I just turned up to ride my bike and enjoy myself. I went out, managed to score a few points, get on, and done quite well in the end, to be fair, so I'm happy with it all.
You happy with the way it's been going after taking, was it 3 years out, was it?
Well, just under 3 years, yeah, but that's what I mean. Like, I've just come back, literally just enjoyed myself, and I can't honestly knock what's going on because I've come back in. I think the last I scored I think it was last week actually at Birmingham, which was 4+1, which is a bit bad in comparison, but you know, like I've still been banging in the points, so that's the main thing, innit?
Okay, and Layne, what was your night like for you last night?
Yeah, I know it was good. I mean, what Nate said, that's all I've been doing, trying to go there and enjoy the meeting. And at the start, I wasn't enjoying it, and obviously showed in my riding, but now I've been enjoying it more, and that has been shown in the riding that I can score some points.
And we're approaching the end of the season now. What have you guys got in your thoughts for the rest of this season and maybe next year?
Just finish out the season injury free, definitely. That is one thing, you know. And then obviously I've got to think a lot long and hard about next season, because losing my job for this season was a bit hard, you know. So I got to sort myself out a new job for next season, get everything sorted, and then see where we go from there, you know. See what team places and whatnot come up, and then go again.
Okay, so you're enjoying yourself so far down here on the island, yeah?
Yeah, 100%. Wicked.
Yeah, definitely. The island's a good track. I've always enjoyed it. I've come over here riding it when I was a youngster now, so it's a track that you always like, but you know, there's a few more bumps in there now compared to what there was, but just makes it a bit more exciting, doesn't it?
In the rest of the National League, what would you each pick as your favourite track to ride on, apart from here, obviously?
I was just about to say the exact same thing. Bellevue, hands down. Yeah, that track is absolutely outstanding. They've done a brilliant job on that, you know. Like, they've obviously thought long and hard about it and actually produced a racing track and not just a track that is there, you know. Like, a lot of them, that is, like, I hate to say it, but you look at tracks like Buxton, Milden, all, they're not the greatest of tracks anymore, and they're a bit iffy when you go to them. But Bellevue is just absolutely outstanding, you know.
All right, guys. Well, thank you very much. Let's hope you get another hatful of points tonight for the Warriors.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Thank you very much.
It's that time for the whole team to make their appearance out onto the track. It's time to come into the arena to battle, so please welcome the Isle of Wight Warriors!
So there you have it. That is the two teams as they line up. Mark Baseby at number 1. Danyon Hume, the guest for the visitors. Gary Cotton, of course, rider replacement for him, injured in the first lap of his first meeting for the Eagles. Ellis Perks, a very, very fast rider. Georgie Wood, Chris Widman, you've got to fancy the visitors to be stronger in that night. James Cockle, Jake Knight, that's going to be an interesting one. Down at reserve could be important, with Nathan Stoneman holding the edge over Charley Powell. But the Eagles, they come here with a very, very good side, and they're at the right end of the table. They are chasing silverware. Who will come out on top? We'll find out very shortly. The rider's going to do a quick lap or two to prepare for the track, and then we'll bring all the action as always. Starting right at the beginning of heat number 1, it's the Warriors against the Eagles.
Okay, this evening we've got the Warriors taking on the Eastbourne Eagles, and before the meeting I've got with me Kelsey Dugard. Kelsey, how's it been going for you so far this season, off track as well as on track?
On track, I started off the season really good. I was on a high, then went to Eastbourne, had a huge crash, and it's knocked my confidence loads. And ever since then, I haven't really had a decent meeting. I mean, I've changed engine tuners, that went downhill. I still haven't even got my good engine back, so I broke a cam in my first engine, which is my good engine, and that's at this engine tuner, so I can pick it up tomorrow. So after tonight, I'll be back on what I started off with, and hopefully banging in some points.
Okay, let's hope so. You got a great little pit crew as well, yeah?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the whole team's spot on. You can't fault anyone. I mean, last night and all the away matches, which we haven't done any good, it's not an individual sport, so it's no one's fault, but we need to start scoring some away points.
We're getting towards the end of the season now, obviously, because we're not going to make the playoffs. So what are your thoughts to the end of the season and looking ahead to next season?
I know, just enjoy every meeting as it comes, not put so much pressure on ourselves, and just have fun.
Do you want to come back to the island?
Yeah, I'm quite happy to come back to the island. I mean, that's if they'll have me. I mean, as I said, my performances recently have been poor, and they have been poor. Obviously, moving to number 4, then going back to number 2, it's hard because 4 was a hard number, and you had 1 easy ride, and 2, you start off with the hard rides, then goes the easy ride, whereas 4, it's the other way around. And yeah, I mean, we'll just see how tonight goes, and hopefully next year I can be back here. If not, then I'll be somewhere else.
So with your dad watching you, it's the first time he's come over to watch you, isn't it, on the island? So does that put any pressure on you?
No, not at all.
Okay, so looking forward to the meeting then?
Yeah, should be good. I mean, I'll show Eastbourne what I can do around here. I mean, my dad, he judged me a lot, so I'll make sure that I put in a good performance and show him what he's been talking about at home is absolute rubbish.
All right, we wish you the best of luck. Go and get some points tonight and put everything right.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try. Thank you.
Thank you, mate. Take care.
So here we go then, the riders coming onto the circuit for the opening heat here. The home side wear the red and blue helmet colours, the visitors white and yellow. And it is Mark Baseby in the red helmet for the Warriors. His partner in blue, Kelsey Dugard, rode for Eastbourne last year. In the white helmet, the guest from the Birmingham Brummies is Danyon Hume, and the rider replacement in yellow is Luke Harris. That's how they line up. The home side have got gates 1 and 3 in the opening heat. 3 points for a win, 2 for a second, 1 for a third, nothing if you come last. The referee here today is Tony Steele. Good crowd to witness this local derby. Probably means a bit more to the Eagles than it does to the Warriors, or the Warriors want to win their home matches. But the Eagles chasing silverware once again at the top of the table. So starting marshals called them into place. We're ready to go for the opening heat. And away they go. Charge for the first turn. Hume's made a super start there. Baseby on the inside in the red helmet in second place there, but it's Danyon Hume in front for the Eagles. Go down the back straight. Kelsey Dugard in third place. Harris is at the back, but it's Hume in front here, and he's looking very, very fast. Third visit to the circuit, but he's being chased here by Baseby in second place. Baseby going right out in the dirt, trying to find a way around, but Hume is looking good. Still Harris in the last position, Dugard in third, so it will be a split heat should it stay like this. But Hume is looking good here. He's leading the way. Started his career with the Rye House Raiders last year. A lot of disappointment up in Hertfordshire when he moved on. He's plying his trade now with the Birmingham Brummies and the Ipswich Witches in the Premier League. But it's Danyon Hume here. Still Baseby chasing hard in second place, and Baseby's getting closer here. But now he's going right out in the dirt. He's got a little bit too wide there. But still Hume in front. He's into the bottom turn. Danyon Hume, Mark Baseby. It's going to be a race for the line. Baseby going up the bank and trying to come back up the inside, but Hume's going to hang on there just about. Baseby chased all the way, but he couldn't get away through, and he's gone down in the dirt. And Danyon Hume has gone straight into him. Laid his bike down in the sloppy stuff there. And well, Kelsey Dugard picked up the third place point. It's a shared heat, 3 points apiece. But let's hope that Mark Baseby is okay. Took quite a clattering as they come into the corner there. Kelsey Dugard going to check on his teammate as well. Danyon Hume is up and checking out his bike. But 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Islanders in the opening heat. And well, good sign here. He's sitting up, and it looks like he's probably just winded. He's going to get back up and hopefully be okay to take his place in the rest of the meeting. So nice to see Mark Baseby back up on his feet. Shaken, if not stirred. 3 points apiece after the opening heat. So here we go then, we're moving on to heat number 2. 3 points apiece after the opening heat, and we're looking across the grid there. Layne Cupitt is the rider in the red helmet. His partner in blue, Nathan Stoneman, really has been ripping up some big scores lately. And it is Harris who's coming out for second successive ride in the white helmet. And Charley Powell, the rider in yellow. Now Charley Powell is one of these riders, is very highly rated by Eastbourne. They tried to bring him in last year and didn't want to bring him in too early. And done a pretty good job, pretty steady down at reserve there for the Eagles. Just going round now to clear his goggles on this rather sticky old night here on the island. So Harris is now out onto the circuit so we can get ready to get this second race underway. So Harris on the inside gate, Cupitt there on gate number 2, gate number 3 there it is Powell. On the outside it is Stoneman. Now Stoneman, the one to watch, very fast from the start, had a great start to his return to the sport here at the island. The starting marshal just checking there in place. Now we're ready to go for heat number 2. And away they go. Charge for the first turn, and it's a good start this time for Harris on the inside, but it is Stoneman who's gone round in there. Stoneman takes over the lead. Harris in second place. Charley Powell's at the back. Cupitt there in third place. Let's go round the bottom turn, and already Stoneman has got a sizable lead here. Comes into this first and second turn out in front. Still Harris there in second place. Cupitt there in third place chasing hard. Charley Powell really has tailed off. It's the Warriors on a 4-2 at the moment. And Stoneman really is in super form. Been a very good signing since he come back, having taken time out of the sport. Still got Harris chasing him hard in second place. Not close enough to make a challenge. Around this first and second turn. Once again, it is Nathan Stoneman still leading there. Harris looks over his shoulder. We've got Layne Cupitt behind him in third place. Charley Powell at the back, but it looks like it's going to be a 4-2, although Cupitt is trying to wind it on and he's overcooked it there up on the top turn and gone down. And that has gifted Charley Powell third place, and it has gifted the Eagles a 3-all. Stoneman the winner there in the blue helmet. Second place Luke Harris. Charley Powell gifted third place. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Eagles. That means after 2 heats, it's the Isle of Wight on 6 points and the Eastbourne Eagles also on 6 points. But a comfortable win for the rider in blue, Nathan Stoneman.
And on the last bend, but no problems whatsoever for the winner. Nathan Stoneman. Nathan's winning time 73.9.
Okay, with me now the Eagles, Ellis Perks. Ellis, you come to the Isle of Wight today. This was a track where you was going to start the season and you ended up riding for Eastbourne, one of the smallest tracks in the country.
Yeah, like you said, I'd done a deal during the winter to come here and race for the Isle of Wight Warriors, and then Brendan got injured, unfortunately, during the off-season, and they had to make team changes, and I got cut, unfortunately, and then due to other injuries at Eastbourne, I ended up there as well, and I've fitted in great, and it's good to be here riding for a club now that has taken me on and looked after me like I was originally supposed to be theirs.
4th in the league, great chance of the playoffs. In fact, I think actually 3rd in the league now with a great chance of the playoffs. But a win here tonight would more or less seal it, so it's got to be a must-do.
Yeah, it's exactly. We're trying to get points everywhere we go, home and away, to just make sure that we can keep pushing at the top of the ladder to make sure that we definitely get into the playoffs, and then we can go from there.
No Adam Ellis tonight. Is that going to make a difference to the way you ride things?
I don't think as a team we'll ride any different. You know, it might put a little bit of pressure on the lower few in the team, but you know we perform better under pressure, and we've got a great guest with Danyon Hume in anyway, so I feel like we'll do all right.
Your own form, been a little bit up and down. I've seen you quite a few times this year. Obviously the Premier League, I mean, that is such a vast difference to the National League. But if you can get some consistency out of this one, you can use it to boost the future.
Yeah, exactly. Like you said, it's been up and down all season. It was the same last season, but I finished on a high last year, and hopefully I can finish on a high this year. Like I say, the Premier League's definitely probably one of the toughest jumps, and I've struggled at the start, but I'm starting to find my ground now, and hopefully I can kick off next season with a good start.
What about this Eastbourne team? I mean, if you get in the playoffs, there's no reason why you can't go on and win it.
Exactly, yeah. I think Birmingham are uncatchable now, so they will probably get first pick, and they will probably pick the weaker team, so we will be left with the harder team in the semi-final, so our semi will probably be harder than our final, but I feel like, you know, we can go all the way if we make the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason. You only just lost at Kent, you only just lost at Birmingham earlier on, so there's no reason when it comes to aggregate, you've got a lot of home advantage down at Arlington.
That's right, yeah, you've got the aggregate, so as long as we have a good round at home and keep it close away, we could definitely pull it off.
Tonight, back to the concentration, can you get a win here?
Yeah, I hope so. We're all hoping for that. That's our target tonight. We definitely want to come away with the 4 league points, but you know, if not, we'll have to come away with a point. We can't come away empty-handed from tonight's meeting, and that's crucial.
Brilliant. Whatever happens, mate, go out there, have a good, safe one.
Thank you.
Good man.
Cheers.
I try to concentrate, my mind wants to explode.
So the riders on the circuit for the third heat, the third of 15, rule level after the opening 2. And Lee Smart will be the rider in red for the Warriors. His partner in blue, Chris Widman, second spell with the club, moved off earlier in the season, but back having lost his place at Mildenhall, I think it was. In at the white helmet there, Ellis Perks, who we spoke to earlier, he rides for the Plymouth Devils in the Premier League, was due to ride for the Islanders, and an injury to Brendan Johnson meant he'd lost his place here, and Eastbourne snapped him up, and he's done a good job with the Eagles. And his partner in the yellow helmet there is Georgie Wood, a spectacular rider, and progressing very nicely in the National League with the Eagles. So the starting marshal just let them have a little dig around before they get ready for the tapes up in this one. But will the Eagles regret that fall by Cupitt in the last race there? So Widman on 1, Smart on 3, Perks on 2, Woods on the outside. Eagles might well fancy their chances of getting something out of this one. Perks is a fast one round this circuit, been here many times. So here we go, green lights are movement there from Smart, completely mess the start up, and the red lights have come on very quickly. I'm sure the referee Tony Steele will bring them all round and we will have all 4 back there again, but no doubt about it, Lee Smart was moving. But he didn't actually touch the tapes. So it looks like they are coming straight back round, which is a good sign. And as we say that, Ellis Perks decides he will stop by the pit gate. Martin Dugard, the first one out there to have a chat with. I think it's Connor out there as well. Not really sure why they need to put some more fuel in, unless they only just put enough in for 4 laps around here, which is dodgy. And Georgie Wood's going back as well. And the 2 minutes is ticking away here. The referee Tony Steele did put it on straight away to call the riders back. And the Warriors are ready to go. Widman there on 1, Smart on 3. Smart clearly moving at the time there. Perks comes into place now. And Georgie Woods is there as well. Well, Lee Smart it is who's turned around and gone back, waiting for him to come back into the line to take his position up for the restart. Now he's there. So Starling Marshall calling Widman into line. Here is Perks and Smart still dithering around there. I'm sure Tony Steele will have something to say about that. So here we go then for the restart. And away they go in the charge for the first turn, and it is Perks who's got away there. Smart in second place, taking Woods out wide. Woods trying to come around the outside, go down the back straight. Widman comes through on the inside into third place there. But out in front is Ellis Perks leading the way for the Eagles. Still in second place there, Lee Smart. And Woods trying to make up some ground there, made a good start. They got moved out there. But no doubt about Ellis Perks out in front here, looking very fast, very comfortable. Looks back over his shoulder. He knows he's got Lee Smart behind him, but he has got a fair lead here. Down the back straight. Still Smart in second place. Widman still hanging on to third place. Can Woods find a way around the outside? Goes up into the dirt here. But Widman is looking good at the moment for that third place. But Woods has not given up the chase. He's getting closer here and he's going to try and get around the outside in the dirt again. Widman closes the door on him. Around the bottom turn, it is going to be a win for Ellis Perks, no doubt about that. There he goes over the line. Second place goes to Smart and Widman hangs on to third place. A good pillar to post win there for Ellis Perks. It's another shared heat, 3 points apiece. We've had 3 heats so far and absolutely nothing separated them. It's the Isle of Wight on 9 and Eastbourne on 9. Okay, with me now the Islanders, James Cockle. James, Eastbourne come here tonight. There's no such thing as an easy match, and this one's certainly not going to be, is it?
No, definitely ain't going to be an easy match. We were terrible last night, you know, so we've got to put this right tonight. So, but yeah, it won't be easy. I'm up for it, and I hope the other 6 boys are up for it in our team. So, yeah, we're up for it.
Having said that, this track here is so different to that at Perry Bar. I mean, that's quite a tricky track to ride. This one here is full throttle, big track, open it up, go out into the dirt.
Yeah, of course it is. It used to be like that all the time years ago. If you weren't on the outside, you know, people would go around you all the time. But there has been a few different lines over this season. I've noticed myself, and I've done moves myself on it. But yeah, it is a fast track, and yeah, it's my kind of track.
The Isle of Wight, what was it that made you want to come back and race again on a track so different to what you're used to?
I don't know. I know I needed a change. You know, I had a couple of other options as well, but it was new here. Everything was new. The owners are new, and they're keen. He sounded keen. Barry sounded keen to me. So when someone's keen and wants to succeed in a club, that's where I want to be. So yeah, it's been a learning curve for everyone here. I think, even Barry. You know, but I think next year will be a different story, and we all now need to know what we need to do for next season.
It's a great setup though, isn't it? I mean, the whole story of getting the island back racing, and you know, the way they're going to promote it, taking it out to the people, which is what all tracks should really be doing. Yeah,
of course, definitely. I ain't seen no other better promotion than here, you know. They're doing loads for the kids every meeting. The kids are coming here. We always got loads of kids, you know, and kids are what brings the parents along, you know. But yeah, the promotion is brilliant. He's just looking for sponsors all the time, and he looks after all of us, which is the main thing. That's why everyone's happy to be here.
And what about the track here? How are you finding that?
Yeah, I have some meetings that are excellent, and I have some meetings that I think, why didn't it go the same as last week? That's something I need to put right and nip it in the bud pretty quick, I think. But I've had a season long of it, you know. But I'm ready for next year to prep. I know the season ain't over yet, but obviously we ain't gonna win the league. We know that. Get in the playoffs, but I still want to finish my season on a high, and yeah, we'll be all right.
Great. Look, whatever happens, mate, go out there, have a good, safe one. Let's make sure this local derby's a good one.
Yeah, let's hope we win as well. Nice one.
9 points apiece, and winning time again 70.8.
So we move swiftly on to heat number 4, and this could be a really interesting one here. Nathan Stoneman there in the blue helmet, he was a winner first time out. Charley Powell is in the yellow helmet there. In red, James Cockle. And on the white helmet there on the outside gate, that is Jake Knight, the skipper of the Eagles. A spectacular rider, really has come on very, very nicely since he's been at Arlington, and getting some very big scores. Of course, they don't have Adam Ellis here tonight, a former Islander. And Danyon Hume as a guest. They've done a pretty good choice so far. He won the opening heat, but this is first appearance on the track for the riders in red and white. So Knight on the outside, Cockle next to him, Stoneman on the inside, Charley Powell there on gate number 2. And away they go. Charge for the first turn, and it's Cockle who's made a super start there. Cockle it is in front. Knight trying to come around the outside. Let's go down the back straight. Cockle shuts the door going into the top turn. Knight goes right up the boards into the dirt here. Tries to come back, but it's James Cockle in front for the Warriors. Looking good here. Still Knight chasing hard in second place. Stoneman in third place. Is the deadlock about to be broken here? The dust beginning to fly. James Cockle is flying as well, no doubt about that. He was up for this one, you heard him say it earlier. And he's leading the way here. He's around the first and second turn in front. Been in good form lately, particularly at home. Not so good away from home, but then the Islanders took quite a whopping at Birmingham last night, as most teams do. So around that first and second turn, Cockle it is in front. And Knight's going to have to settle for second place here. Stoneman will take third, and the Warriors will break the deadlock here because Cockle is going to win it, no doubt about it. There he goes over the line. Knight takes second place. Third place goes to Nathan Stoneman. The deadlock is broken. It's 4 points to the Warriors, It's 2 points to the Eagles, and that means the home side now have 13 points. The visitors have 11, but for James Cockle, it's 3 points on the board. His first race win of the night. First heat advantage goes to the Isle of Wight.
Well, we can look at the action replay as James comes round these final 2 turns, racing for the line. Knight pushing very, very hard behind him. In fact, Ellis Perks was pushing hard behind him here. But Cockle it is who flexes his muscles and takes the victory. And Stoneman's third place there, vitally important as well. James Cockle then coming back to the pits. He'd have enjoyed that one. The Isle of Wight fans certainly enjoyed it. The home side with their noses in front.
And the deadlock is broken, courtesy of a 4-2
Well,
advantage
4-2 to the Warriors in terrific style there.
In red, James
And
Cockle.
good to see so many people here at the island really enjoying the racing here. And the time 70.8 there. Doesn't have to be a track record every week. I'm sure Kevin Shepherd there is slightly more happier than this young man. That is Master Dugard, who is team manager, of course, for the visitors. Plenty of island tunes going out tonight. It's a real old reggae night here on the Isle of Wight. And why not? Super stuff. So the riders preparing to come out for heat number 5 with the home side just with their noses in front.
Number 5 up and coming then. Just while we're waiting for this one then to start, ladies and gents, for the riders to come out, I'd like to draw your attention to 2 very special people with us who are now on the centre green this evening with Barry Bishop, one of our promoters here at...
So here we go then, the riders on the circuit for heat number 5, and riding in red, Lee Smart, second place, first time out. Chris Widman, his partner, in blue, he had a third. In the white helmet, Danyon Hume, he was a winner first time out for the Eagles, and the reserve change coming into the blue helmet will be Luke Harris. So Harris had a rider replacement ride, so this one has to be a reserve ride. So his third appearance on the circuit. Smart out there next to him. Hume had such a good win first time out, but he looked very, very fast. But gating paramount on this huge circuit here at the island, the biggest one in the country. 13 points to 11. Darren Marshall getting them into place, making sure they are ready to go here. So here we go then. Finally the riders come to the line here to get the action underway here for the 5th heat. And away they go. And a charge for the first turn, and it is Hume who's made another terrific start there in the white helmet. Danyon Hume in front, and look at this, here's go down the back straight. Under pressure there from the rider in blue, Chris Widman, really pushing him hard, but Hume it is who keeps his wheels in line. He takes command of this race. Widman there in second place. Smart it is in third place. Luke Harris is at the back. So once again, an Eagle in front, but they're not picking up the points. The zeros seem to be going in the favour of the visitors, but it's Hume in front here. And right out wide, out into the dirt, winding it on. Widman still there in second place, Smart in third place, but round the bottom turn it is Danyon Hume, the youngster from just outside Coventry, rides under the guidance of Poltek, and Dan King, a great friend of his. The big score for Ipswich the other week, big score for Birmingham against the Islanders last night, hit a maximum. There's nothing to say he won't do that tonight. He's won that one at a canter. Second win of the night for the Eastbourne Eagles. Second place there, Chris Widman. Third place goes to Lee Smart. 3 points to the Eagles, 3 points to the Warriors. And that means that it is now 16 points to the Isle of Wight and 14 to Eastbourne. But a super win there, second of the night for Danyon Hume. Danyon coming round to the applause of the Eastbourne fans. Quite a few of them have made the trek from Sussex here today. Certainly enjoying what they've seen so far.
70.4. Second in blue with Chris Widman, and third in red. Eastbourne Eagles fans out on the centre green, taken there by our promoter Barry Bishop. Right now, back to you, Chris.
So, it's already been said that this is a very, very close fought meeting tonight. We did expect it to be, and it's something exciting stuff, and pretty much more to say between now and 15, where anything can happen, and probably will. So, hold tight. Time once again to take the backside.
So we're moving on to heat number 6. Mark Baseby in the red helmet for the Warriors, beaten by Danyon Hume first time out. His partner in blue, Kelsey Dugard, in the white helmet here. As we look across the grid there, I think it is Jake Knight, and his partner in yellow should be Luke Harris coming out once again. Knight beaten first time out, Baseby beaten first time out. So none of these riders have actually won a race yet, so something's going to go on that score. So Knight there on gate number 2. Probably would have made a couple of changes to that machine after that opening race. Baseby, of course, took a knock first time out when he came down after the race had finished. So here we go then, the starting marshal calling them into place to get this one underway. Heat number 6, 16-14 the scores in favour of the Warriors. And away they go. The charge for the first turn, and look at this here, it's Baseby trying to push his way through on the inside. Exactly what he does to take over the lead here. And Knight has been squeezed out, he's back in third place because Dugard has gone through as well. And it's the Warriors giving him the old 1-2 here. Baseby, it is in front, comes round his first and second turn. He was ruthless on that opening lap. Kelsey Dugard there in second place, really enjoying this one. Knight there in third place. Harris is at the back, not surprising, he must be worn out already since fourth outing. Dugard has a look back over his shoulder, he knows Jake Knight will keep that wound on behind him. Knight going right out in the dirt, trying to find a way around the outside, goes a little bit too wide there, but Dugard has got the line right here. But out in front it is Baseby, and the Warriors are going to extend their lead over the Eagles in this one. Baseby really well out in front. This is a race for second place with Kelsey Dugard coming back under pressure here from Jake Knight. Let's go round the bottom turn. Knight will go up the banking and try and find a faster lap here. Baseby's going to win it by the proverbial mile, but it is Dugard who's held on to second place. It's a big 5-1 to the Warriors. Super race there for second place. And at the moment it is the Warriors team who find themselves 6 points in front. Plenty of cheers from the crowd here. They would have enjoyed that one, and I know Kelsey Dugard would have enjoyed it as well. And that means the scores are now the Isle of Wight go on to 21 points and the Eagles on to 15. Remember, no black and whites in this league. It is a team effort.
5-1 heat advantage to the Wight Warriors. Courtesy of the win in red from Mark Baseby.
So here we go then on with heat number 7, 6 points separating the sides here. And it is James Cockle. He was the winner first time out. He's in the red helmet. Layne Cupitt, his partner, in the blue helmet. He didn't score in his opening one. Ellis Perks was a winner first time out. He's in the white helmet. So we're waiting for them to come to the line here. So the starting marshal then, and Ellis Perks dig around there on the inside. Georgie Wood, the rider in yellow, in case I didn't say that. So here we go then, Perks and Woods. Cockle and out there on the outside, Layne Cupitt. And away they go. Oh, it's a super start here this time for the Eagles. Perks it is in front there. Cockle trying to get through on the inside of Georgie Wood, but Wood there in second place. Can Cockle find a way up the inside of him? This time it looks like he will. Woods going up the banking, trying to come back round him. There's super race going on here, and Woods has gone back past Cockle, and the Eagles hit him back straight away here. Perks it is in front. Woods done really well to get past Cockle in the second place there. Cockle back in third place with a lot of work to do, and he's going to go up the banking here. Oh, he's not, because he's hit the air fence. He's gone down, he's underneath it. Can he get his feet out? He has. Can he get his bike off the circuit? The red lights are on, and the referee Tony Steele has brought this one to a premature end, and it will be the rider in red, James Cockle, who will be excluded. Tough luck for the Eagles there on a very good 5-1. Woods had gone round Cockle very, very nicely. Will we have a restart? Will it be awarded by the referee Tony Steele? And he has awarded it. He's awarded a win to Ellis Perks, second to Georgie Wood, and third place there to Layne Cupitt. 1 to the Warriors, 5 points there to the Eagles, and it's back to 2 points now. 22 points to the Isle of Wight and 20 to the Eagles. So the referee Tony Steele there using his vast experience to award that one in favour of the Eagles. They were well clear at the time.
Ellis Perks takes the ride in white, and all four riders in heat number 8.
So with just 2 points separating the sides, we move on to the halfway stage of the meeting, heat number 8. And Ellis Perks takes the rider replacement ride for the Eagles in the white helmet here. Charley Powell is his partner in the yellow one there. In the red helmet it is Kelsey Dugard, got a 5-1 last time out. And his partner in the blue helmet here is Nathan Stoneman. 22-20 the score in favour of the Warriors as we stand at the moment. At the moment it is the Warriors reserves who are picking up the scraps in this one. Perks and Hume have done what they were expected to do for the Eagles, but the Eagles reserves struggling for points as it is at the moment. Stoneman in this one, and Dugard in good form against his parent club. Could be a very interesting race. 22-20 the scores in favour of the home side. Still a long way to go. Eastbourne getting himself back into it with that 5-1. And away they go. No surprise, it's Perks who's made another super start there. Perks it is in front. Stoneman and Dugard chasing hard in the minor position. Perks looks over his shoulder. Powell's at the back here. But it's Dugard there in second place, Stoneman in third place, but out in front. Ellis Perks looking for his third win of the night. Comes around his first and second turn. Well, he said he was up for it, he liked his place. And they've shown him exactly what they're missing. Still in second place there, Kelsey Dugard. Comes from a long line of the Speedway family going back many, many years. His dad Martin, former British Grand Prix rider, he's here tonight as well. There's Stoneman in third place. They really are well spread out here. Powell is at the back, but they're out in front. A long, long way in front is Ellis Perks. Around this first and second turn, way out in front. He's cruising here in this one. He's so far in front. There's the Iron Warriors in the minor positions. But once again, it's going to be a shared heat here, and once again, that difference is going to remain at 2 points. Perks has won that one. Second place goes to the rider in red, Kelsey Dugard. Third place there, Nathan Stoneman. 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Eagles, and that means he scores now 25 points to the Isle of Wight and 23 to the men from Sussex, the Eagles of Eastbourne.
So there is Perks coming round the final two turns, looking back over his shoulder. He was so far in front, he could have stopped at the T-bar for Cuppa on the way round. But it's the Eagles, of course, picking up those minor positions, and they maintain that 2 point lead. And that is what's going to count at the end of the day, if they can hang on to it. There is Jake Knight, the skipper of the Eagles, making his way to the starting lineup. The 2 minutes are ticking away as we wait for the riders to come out here for the ninth race. Chris Widman there in the blue helmet, making his way down the slipway to the circuit. But can they hold them at bay? At the moment, things are going very, very nicely for the home side. Some super speedway here on the island, as always seems to be the case. Vital National League points up for grabs. Which way will this one go?
Down for the commencement now, heat number 9. Down and Negro, the sponsor of heat 9. Awaited 2 more riders, take the place it takes. Decent looking lineup this one.
So here we go then, the riders coming onto the circuit for heat number 9. Just 2 points separating the sides. Lee Smart there, well, that wasn't a very good practice start, was it? He's got problems here. He's going to go back into the pits and get some work done on that clutch there. Certainly didn't fire. Looks like it's going to be tight. Luke Harris there in the yellow helmet, the last one to come onto the circuit. His partner in the white helmet, Jake Knight for the Eagles. Chris Widman, the rider in blue there. And it's Lee Smart we're waiting for to come to the line. Here he is now, and they go into that outside gate position. The Eagles 2 points adrift at the moment. I'm sure all the fans of Kent, Cradley and Birmingham will be looking over their shoulders at this one to see how this one's panning out. The starting marshal is going to call them into place. So Smart on the inside, Widman there on gate number 2. Knight on the inside. Harris there on gate number 3. Can he do something here from that gate? And away they go. And Widman's made a flyer there. Widman it is in front here, and look at Knight trying to find a way through on the inside. He's gone past them both there. Knight is who takes over the lead. Smart in second place, going up the bank in there. Widman in third place. Harris is at the back, but Jake Knight absolutely flew through on the inside there. He takes over the lead here. Comes round his first and second turn. And this is just what the Eagles need, because the big hitters are going to be coming out in the latter races. Spectacular leg style here of Knight. Father, of course, rode for Kings Lynn in the top flight of British Speedway. That was Richard Knight, very successful rider as well. round the bottom turn, up the bankings. Move as you like when out in front. Got a sizable lead. Comes round this first and second turn. Have a look to see what's going on behind him. It is still the two Islanders. There is Smart and Widman second and third here. And Smart's got machine problems there. He's slowing down. But Harris is a long way behind. But it is Knight who's going to take and does take the checkered flag. And Widman comes through to second. No doubt that Smart's got some sort of bike problem there. But he still picks up third place. It's 3 points to the Warriors, 3 points to the Eagles. Still just 2 points separating the sides here. 28 points to 26 in favour of the home side.
So there we were just watching one of the mascots out on track. I think he's 7 years old. And anyway, I've got Derek Sanday with us. He's going to be doing a little bit of singing in the interval down here at the Isle of Wight Speedway. And Derek, you've done a song all about the Isle of Wight, and you're going to be doing that later on, yeah? How did that one come about?
Well, it's a long story, but I was doing an album and I needed one more song to put on that album. And I just came up with the idea, and within 15 minutes time, the song was written, you know. So, and not knowing that would have been the key song, and now it's the island national anthem. You know, anywhere you go, any part of Britain, you could hear that song playing, you know. So, it was something to be, you know. I play. Some people just hire me just to sing that song alone sometimes, you know, when they have family coming from abroad or wherever, and you know. For some reason, the Islanders, they really love the song, and you know, you can't beat a good song. It's just, you know, as simple as that.
That's great. What kind of other things do you do around the island, or did you go over to the mainland doing any gigging?
Yeah. I go all over from Como to Scotland. That's it. Yeah, I do a lot of weddings, Caribbean birthday parties, you know, and a lot of like the Isle of Wight Festival, the Garlic Festival, Jack Up the 80s, all these different things, Cows Week, you name it.
So it's a full-time occupation for you, is it?
Yeah. This is my job. This is my job for the last 15 years now. Yeah, so.
Okay, and is this the first time you've been down to witness the Speedway as well over here?
No. Actually, I had a big Christmas do here some years ago. I think it was 2009 or 2008. A massive do, a Christmas party, Caribbean Christmas party. Yeah, and I came here some years ago with a very good friend of mine, Chris Shares. That's the first time when I ever came to the stadium to watch these bikers do their stuff, mate, and it was amazing. I've been here a few times, yeah.
Okay, well, we wish you all the best tonight out there singing for us and the crowd down here, and thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome. Yeah, man.
But for now, please enjoy the one and only, the Island's legend, Mr. Derek Sanday.
Thank you very much. Are you ready? I want to welcome everybody listening to the Isle of Wight. Yeah, man. Yeah. Na. All right. Go to the island and the land of the free. Together we be living in harmony. With hope of our future prosperity. You really don't know how much this means to me. From the golden beaches to the fields so green. It's truly the best thing I've ever seen. Welcome to the Isle of Wight. I hope you're gonna stay a while. Oh, welcome to the Isle of Wight. You can share this paradise. Oh, welcome to the Isle of Wight. Everybody, I say welcome. Yeah. stay alive. For welcome to the Isle of Wight. Thank you very much, thank you. God bless you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, man.
So here we go then, the riders coming onto the circuit for heat number 10. And this really is a very interesting looking lineup here, because riding in red for the home side, it's Mark Baseby. His partner in blue, Kelsey Dugard. Got a fair few smattering of points so far as Kelsey. In the white for the visitors, it is the unbeaten Ellis Perks. And his partner in yellow on the inside there is Georgie Wood. So Wood looked better last time. He got a 5-1, didn't he? So this one is anyone's game. Baseby on the outside there. Dugard on gate number 2. Perks on 3. But gate 3's been pretty favourable so far. So here we go then. Starting Marshall is getting them into place. This really could be a vital race here. Can the Eagles get themselves back on track? Still 2 points behind, remember. The bikes are revving away. Green lights on, and away they go. And a charge for the first turn. It is Perks who's made a good start here. Baseby there in second place, being squeezed out of the first turn. He's going down the back straight there, and it's Wood who's gone into third place. Dugard is at the back this time, but it is Perks out in front where he's been all night long. He's around this first and second turn out in front there. Baseby going awfully wide. Still Wood's in third place there. The 4-2 to Eastbourne here would level things up. Perks it is in front here, and he's looking so fast, so smooth. He's around that first and second turn once again there. Baseby awfully wide, almost overcooked it. Still Georgie Wood there in third place. Dugard at the back here, and this is not what the home side would have wanted. But Perks is going to do the business here once again. He comes around this first and second turn. He's still got another couple of rides to have. Baseby in second place. Third place there, it is Woods, and that third place point could be vital at the end of the day. But here is the race winner, and that is Ellis Perks. There's Baseby, who has to settle for second place. Third place goes to Woods. It's a 4-2 to the visitors of Eastbourne in heat number 10, and that means we are all level, because the Isle of Wight have 30 points and Eastbourne Eagles also have 30 points. So we've got 5 heats remaining and absolutely nothing separating the sides. But for Ellis Perks, it's a checkered flag and 3 more points.
Taking the checkered flag there in heat number 10, in white, Ellis Perks. Ellis's winning time, 69.1. 69.1. And home to the Kingsland Young Stars, and then a very special meeting the following Tuesday against England under 21.
30 points apiece as we go into heat number 11. And well, it's beginning to boil up very nicely now, isn't it? Here in red it is James Cockle. His partner in blue is Layne Cupitt. We've got Charley Powell there in the yellow helmet, and we've got the unbeaten Danyon Hume in the white helmet there on gate number 2. Hume coming in for Adam Ellis, of course, in that number 1 race jacket. Ellis would have been very, very popular visitor around here tonight. Having started his career on the island, now rides for the Poole Pirates. And that's the reason he's not here tonight, because Poole are racing Bellevue in the Elite League just across the other side of the water. So here we go then. Cockle on that inside gate, Hume there on gate number 2.
Hume has been very, very fast off the starts here. That is so important on this super fast raceway. So you can get your wheels in front and open it up, you can go. Cupitt there on gate number 3. Powell on the outside. He'll be hoping for some reward in this one as well. Green lights on. And away they go. Oh, it's an interesting one here because it is the Warriors who've got away. It is Cockle in front here. And coming round to join him up front there, it is Layne Cupitt. Cupitt takes over the lead here. And can Cockle team riding here. Hume is going out wide, trying to find a way around the outside. Oh, almost come to grief there. But the Isle of Wight still 1 and 2. Hume now switching to try the inside line here. And this one wasn't in the script. Go round the bottom turn. Layne Cupitt out in front here with James Cockle there with him. Here comes Danyon Hume attacking down the outside here. And it looks like he's gone past one. He's going to try and go past the other one as well. He gets taken out wide there by Cupitt. Switches back up the inside. Awesome ride here. And now he's going after Cockle. Round the bottom turn, it is Cockle in front there, who was trying to team ride his young partner. Hume chasing hard in second place. Sensational speedway here in heat number 11. And Cupitt still hanging on to third place, but he's coming under pressure from Charley Powell at the back. Go round the bottom turn, but it is James Cockle who's going to win a super heat number 11. Terrific speedway there. Cockle the winner. Danyon Hume takes second place. What a race that was. Third place, well, I've got a feeling Charley Powell might have got him, I'm not sure. But terrific speedway there. But what a sensational 4 laps of speedway that was between Danyon Hume and James Cockle. They really went for it there. Cockle was trying so hard to team ride his teammate, but he just couldn't quite hang on there. But Cockle, the winner, taking the applause of the crowd here at the stadium here on the island, just outside Ryde, and super speedway once again. And 72 seconds of winning time there for Cockle. First defeat of the evening for Danyon Hume. And Charley Powell did get yellow, so it's a 3-all. We are still all level at 33 points apiece. Terrific. So we go then, the riders on the circuit for heat number 12, 33-33. Got Ellis Perks there, still unbeaten for the Eagles in the white helmet. They really are battling away here. Luke Harris, Lee Smart out there as well, and Nathan Stoneman. 33 the scores after the opening 12. And with the 2 minutes, we're ticking away nicely. We're waiting for the fourth rider in the yellow helmet to come to the line here. So Luke Harris coming to the line here. Perks on the outside. Smart on the inside. And Stoneman, he's been pretty impressive, hasn't he? He's in the blue helmet there. And he needs to do something in this one to stop the Eagles going in front, because Perks will fancy his chances. So here we go then, Smart on that inside gate, Harris on 2, Stoneman on 3, Perks on the outside, still unbeaten by a home rider. Then so was Danyon Hume before the last one. And away they go. And look at this here, as they charge for the first turn, it is Perks who's made another super start there in the white helmet, takes over the lead. Smart in second place, Stoneman in third place. At the back it is Harris, and once again the Eagles reserves are not pulling up any trees here, but the heat leaders certainly are. He's come round this first and second turn. Ellis Perks it is here, looking very, very fast. He's getting awfully tight behind him there. Still smart in third place. Stoneman doing a good job here, picking up the scraps. The riders really are well spread out in this one. Perks is a mile clear. Here he is, we pick him up. Down the back straight. Still smart in second place. Stoneman coming under a little bit of pressure for third place, but not enough to really challenge him. But Ellis Perks is going to win this one for Eastbourne, no doubt about it. Unless something happens to that machinery, does something ridiculously silly. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen. He goes round the bottom turn. White helmet right in mid-track here, really enjoying himself, heading for checkered flag. Over the line he goes to 3. Smart picks up 2. Stoneman picks up 1. 3 points apiece once again, and we are still all level after 12 heats because the Warriors have 36 points and the Eagles also have 36 points. So nicely balanced with just 3 heats remaining. Team talk there in the pits. Kelsey Dugard speaking with the skipper there. Charley Powell there, of course, as well. But the Eagles are chasing the Islanders at the moment. This young man, though, he's done pretty good. That is Danyon Hume, guesting at number 1, of course. The Eagles, much happier side of the pits, and Neil Vatcher there, very happy.
Cause there is one question I'd really love to ask. Sinners who has hurt all mankind and the Father of creation. Let's get together and fight this one beyond to the end. But when the man comes, there will be no thing. And he who stands tall, may his strength go stronger. There is no hiding place from the Father. Singing one love, one another, one love. Let's get together, feel alright. Let's give thanks to the Lord, and I will thank you all very much and enjoy the rest of your evening. Yeah, man.
Catch him on the island wherever you can, but beware, his season's about done for public shows and it's all private engagements only, but there's also next year and consecutive years after. Derek Sander, ladies and gents, thank you. Is that right? The one on the end in the football kit has not stopped, he's not dropped the hoop once. Get a live victory while he's doing this.
Well, plenty to enjoy on the island here. The referee's box, he's enjoying it as well. It's a reggae night. We've got everything going on here. This really is a family club. So much going on. It really is superb to see as we cruise around the pits here. The riders enjoying the interval break. But plenty going on. And the fans having a good look. The good thing about the pits here, you can get so close to it here. You can speak to the riders. They always have a word for you. And this really is, as we said, a family club. Lots going on there at young Kelsey Dugard. And I'm sure he'll be wanting to show his dad and his brother exactly what his team are about here on the island. Quite a surprise signing when he come. The Isle of Wight, of course, came from one of the smallest tracks in the country to one of the biggest. And Mark Baseby there. And this young man is one of the young mascots. Of course, they do have the ride and slide days here where they encourage everybody to come and have a go at Speedway for the future. And this is the man involved with it all, Barry Bishop, done a fantastic job getting Speedway back on the island. So the track mascot coming out onto the circuit here, put a few laps in, and then we get underway with the remainder of this National League clash between the Wight Warriors of the Isle of Wight and the Eagles of Eastbourne. So Cameron Bell goes out. Will he be a star of the future here at the Isle of Wight? That's something we have to wait and see.
Members going out for an interval skid. No bike races this week, but maybe that will be back for next week.
So we're moving on to the business end of this National League encounter. 36-36, 3 heats remaining, including this one. And it's Mark Baseby and James Cockle for the home side here. The Warriors from the Isle of Wight. And for the visitors, this is Danyon Hume in the white helmet. Remember, his last race with James Cockle was pretty special. And Jake Knight, winner last time out, his partner in yellow. So the tape's just being put into place. The 2 minutes is ticking away. Danyon Hume is ready to go, no doubt about that. Mark Baseby out there as well. James Cockle. There's Jake Knight on the outside. Like I say, had a super win last time out. With absolutely nothing between these two sides. This really has been quite an intense meeting. The Islanders found themselves 6 points up at one stage, or the Warriors I should say, on the island here. 6 points up, but Eastbourne pulled it back, and 5-1 immediately after. And it was a 4-2 from Georgie Wood, getting that all-important third place, which levelled things up. So here we go then. We've got Danyon Hume on the inside gate, gate number 1. Next to him, Mark Baseby in the red helmet. Gate number 3 there in yellow. It is Jake Knight, and on the outside it is James Cockle. The last time Baseby and Hume came together was at the end of the opening heat. Baseby had come to grief. So here we go then, starting marshal calling them into place. The nerves really are jangling here on the island in this terrific speedway meeting. And away they go. And look at this here. They charge for the first turn. And it is Knight who's made a terrific start there, and Hume has gone with him as well. And it is Eastbourne who are 1 and 2. Cockle there in third place, trying to come through on the inside of Hume, who's running right up the dirt line here. But it is Jake Knight who's opened up a sizable lead here. Comes round this first and second turn. There is Hume in second place. Cockle in third place, Baseby at the back here. And Eastbourne are going to take the lead for the first time in this match. Down the home straight once again, Jake Knight. Well, he looked good in his last one. He really got it right here in this one. Danyon Hume did a terrific job as the guest rider for Adam Ellis in second place. In third place there, it is still Cockle, but they can do nothing about the rampant Eagles here. And with just 2 races remaining after this one, Eastbourne are going to be guaranteed to take something home with them. And if it stays like this, it will be a win. Knight is coming off the final 2 turns, heading for the checker flag. Over the line he goes. Hume takes second place. The Eagles slam home a big 5-1, their second one of the match. And Jake Knight and Danyon Hume put the visitors in front by 37 points to 41. Wheelie celebrations from the Eagles pairing down the back straight. It was Cockle who picked up the third place point, but it is the men from along the coast there in Sussex who take the lead. And another celebration really from Danyon Hume. Well, 10 paid 11 for the Eagles guest rider from the Birmingham Brummies.
Eagles They collected big 5-1.
Kelsey Dugard on the centre there, handing out some advice. And just about seeing his team in with a challenge here to keep this very strong Eagles team at bay as the riders come to the line. And what a lineup we've got for this one here. Really is a top lineup here with Baseby and Cockle against Hume and Knight. Which way will it go? Kelsey just tuning in the machine there of Cockle. We're going to find out very shortly. So here we go then, the riders on the circuit for heat number 14, the penultimate heat. Eastbourne in front by 4 as we look across the grid there, and well, replaced by Nathan Stoneman in this one here. Chris Widman in the red helmet. Georgie Wood is there as well, and Charley Powell on the outside. 37-41, the scores in favour of the visitors in front for the first time on the night here. They've kept plugging away, and a heat advantage to them here would settle things out, but it's the Warriors needing a 5-1 of their own to level things up and force us down to a last heat decider. So here we go then, starting Marshall walks away, green light is on, bikes are revving away, and away they go on a charge for the first turn. And who is going to get there? It is the rider in yellow, Powell, who's got there. Look at this here, this wasn't expected. Powell is in front, Wood is at the back, Widman in second place, Stoneman is third. We're going out into the dirt, attacking Powell from the outside, and Widman's flown past him. What a ride from Widman. Super stuff there. Widman is in front, Powell in second place here. Stoneman coming under pressure, and he's also putting Widman under pressure. Wood is coming around the outside. Wood's gone past Stoneman into third place. Stoneman comes back at him. Let's go round the bottom turn. But out in front, Chris Widman is leading the way, but the Eagles have now packed into the minor positions here with Powell and Georgie Wood there, second and third, looking at each other as they go down these straights here. Stoneman will go out wide. He will try the outside run here, going up into the dirt. Can he find a way past Powell? Oh, what he can. Look at that here. Super stop. Stoneman now into third place. Wood is in second place. Powell coming back out on the inside here. Widman is going to win it, no doubt about it, but Georgie Wood is closing in on him fast here. And now Wood is going down into the dirt, and it's going to be a race for the line here. And Widman hangs on. Well, super speedway there in heat number 14. Chris Widman gets the win, but only just. Georgie Wood takes second place. Third place goes to Nathan Stoneman, and Charley Powell, who led for so much of that race there, found himself at the back. It's a 4-2 to the Wightlink Warriors of the Isle of Wight, and they move on to 41 points. The Eagles, with that second place there from Georgie Wood, still maintain a narrow lead. It's down to 2 points. They have 43, but for Chris Widman, it's a super win, and we've got a last heat decider here at the Isle of Wight.
The official result being a win in Wight. Georgie Wood. Georgie's winning time 72.3.
Well, the referee has given a win to Georgie Wood in the white helmet, and second place to Chris Widman. Well, we knew it was tight, but I didn't think Wood had got him there. Widman seemed to hang on, but he has given it to Georgie Wood. He's got the win. Second place goes to Chris Widman. Third place to Stoneman. 3 points apiece. So the Eagles' lead is 4 points going into that last race. 40-44, the scores in favour of the visitors. The referee, Tony Steele there, who made that last-ditch decision and gave it to the Eagle.
Ladies and gents, boys and girls, it's the big last one tonight. All the managers has nominated by
So here we go then, the final heat of action tonight. 40-44, a 5-1 to the Warriors. It will be a draw, any other result, and it will be a victory for the Eagles. The lineup here in red, it is James Cockle, is part in blue. Chris Widman got that super win last time out for the visitors. In white, the unbeaten Ellis Perks, 5 wins out of 5 for him so far. And in yellow on the outside, it is Jake Knight. He's won his last 2 and he's done it in pretty emphatic style. He goes from that outside gate. It's been some terrific action here at the island. It's been close all the way through. Eastbourne took the lead in that important heat number 13. Really was unlucky for the home side. And here they are in front with 1 race remaining. 60 odd seconds here will decide this match. And the visitors who we're waiting for get this one underway. It's the rider in red who's gone back to the pits. His time is ticking away. That is James Cockle. So here he is. He's back at the line here. The Warriors on gates 1 and 3 then. Cockle the last one here. Widman there with him. Ellis Perks, been perfection all night long in the white helmet. In yellow on the outside, Jake Knight. Tough one here for the Warriors. And away they go to charge for the first turn, and it's awfully tight here. And look at this here, because Knight has been shoved out wide here. Perks has missed the start. It's Cockle in front. Widman's gone round them all down the back straight there. It is Widman and Cockle. Cockle leading away. Perks has gone past Widman. Widman coming back at him down the home straight. It's awfully tight. They almost tangled there going into the straight. But it is Perks who's got through in the second place. Knight is still at the back though. Widman hanging on to third place, but James Cockle in front here. Ellis Perks in second place. Is the unbeaten record going out the window here to Cockle, who we were talking with at the start of the meeting. Round the first and second turn down the back straight here. Knight is put in. Widman under pressure for third place and almost come to grief here. 2 races for the price of 1, and Perks is going after Cockle here. Around this first and second turn, Perks really screwed on, but it is Cockle still leading the way. Down the back straight, stays like this, Eastbourne will win the match. But can Perks find a way past James Cockle? Really screwing it on up that hill there, tries to come back down the home straight here. And it is Cockle, who I think just hung on there. Perks got second place. Third place there went to Richard Knight. At the back it was Chris Widman. But it is the Eagles who are victorious here tonight, no doubt about that. Just wait for that final verdict. Was it Ellis Perks? Did he get his maximum? Or did James Cockle get the verdict on the line this time? Well, Perks is celebrating with a wheelie while we wait for the official decision. Got a good scrap there, but it's the Eagles who are going home victorious here. So there is Perksy celebrating. James Cockle certainly did get the verdict there, 3 points to him. So unbeaten record for Ellis Perks goes out the window there to the Warriors. James Cockle there, 3 points apiece. It finished up here, 43 to the Isle of Wight, 47 to Eastbourne, the final score. Victory for the visitors, 3 more points, keeps them in contention for a place in the playoffs. But for the Isle of Wight, it is another home defeat. It's been a terrific meeting here at the Adrian Hume Stadium here. We hope you've enjoyed it and look forward to you joining us once again in the not too distant future.
No doubt will be around.
No.
I'm going to have to tip this over first. Go on, then get the promote. Yeah, come on, show this. East and west, well, south. There we go.